Hello everyone, Wayne here. Hope you're well and having an awesome day. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know you can see me inside the chat. This is going to be an epic one. We've already got 42 people waiting, which is insane. So this is going to be a big one. Now, if you watched earlier, we're doing something pretty cool, guys. Okay. Earlier today on our challenge, our AI traffic challenge, we released a new software. If you know what it is, I'm going to be using it right now. Okay, I'm literally going to bring on a special guest. It looks like he's in more of a disco than I am. I never thought I'd get beaten on the old disco light game, but I think I have. So we're going to bring on one of our, he's been in for a long time. He's going to go VIP pretty soon, but he's not yet. So I'm going to bring on the man, another myth, and another legend. Paul, you're on the screen. No swearing, please. Not that you swear, but how are you, mate?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Awesome to have you here. What microphone is that, mate? Because you sound epic.
It is the Shure MV7.
SM7B.
MV7. So it's
MV.
one step. Yeah, you've got the SM7B, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the MV7. It's a kind of a step lower, below that one.
It sounds epic.
I'm running through a soundboard too, so I'm not connected directly to the computer. I know how to cheat my way around these things a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds amazing, mate. So, excuse me. It sounds really friggin' good, mate. It sounds really good. We've got loads of people watching. So if you watched the challenge earlier today, you saw we got new software released. Only people on the challenge get it, so I can't tell you what it is. But we're going to use it today to ask Paul lots and lots of questions. It's a really cool bit of kit. Were you on the challenge today, Paul?
Yes, I was there. I'm excited for this.
It's pretty epic, isn't it, mate?
I'm definitely looking forward to using it.
No one has any clue what's coming. In fact, the internet, the industry has no clue what's coming. It's going to be pretty... I think it's going to be the best thing I've ever done. But I say that every time I do something, so I think it is. Anyway, Paul, give us an introduction. Tell us everything about yourself, how you got in OLSP, how long you've been in, and a little bit about your backstory, mate. That'd be awesome.
All right. I started my own business when I was 14 in 1988. I just aged myself a little bit as a DJ. I spent 30 years in the entertainment industry. Towards the latter part of my DJ career, I started studying affiliate marketing, and I was spinning my wheels watching, just like you put up a post earlier. I was spinning my wheels watching YouTube video after YouTube video and spending 40 to 50 hours a week taking notes. The problem was I wasn't doing anything. I was learning, or thought I was learning. And everything that I was learning was the right way, supposedly the right way to do a ClickBank promotion online. That's what it came down to. So I kind of gave up and started getting back into it. And then COVID happened, and it took the nightclub and the concert tours away. The entertainment industry crashed. So I was forced to get a 9-to-5 job after decades working in the entertainment industry. And I started getting back into the online marketing thing. And that's when I started with OLSP. And I was in OLSP for about 6 months. I made a little bit of money, and I was going to either get rid of it and stop completely. And then something hit me, and I watched one of your trainings, and it actually was one of the trainings that leads into team builders. And that's when I decided I'm going to go all or nothing on this. And I decided to go to Lifetime Team Builders at the time because the offer that was available was incredible. And I've been here ever since.
Fantastic. It's changed a lot over the years. So you've been in kind of a fair few years. Isn't it strange how it takes people like months to see what they've got here? Why do you think that is? Why do you think people, I kind of know why it is, but people look at us and then they don't, then they look at all these other things, then they come back. Why do you think they leave for other things, and why do you think they come back, Paul?
It's the shiny object syndrome. They leave because somebody promises them, oh, you can do better over here, or you'll make more money if you do it this way. And they realize that was probably not true. And I will always tell everybody, it's different strokes for different folks. This game, realistically, anybody can do, but it's not for everybody. OLSP, in my experience, and I've dealt with dozens of different programs and different methods of making money online.
Mm-hmm.
OLSP has definitely been the most thorough as far as being able to teach people how to do from A to Z, from beginning to end. And it's to me it's the root. If anybody wants to branch out into other things, they still need to be a part of the OLSP movement. The people that give up are people that really don't dive into the trainings and implement what they're learning.
Spot on. Spot on, mate. We literally, OLSP is not really about affiliate marketing, if that makes sense. It's about marketing. You can learn so much from OLSP about other things, not just affiliate marketing. That's the key. I think that's brilliant. So what I'm going to share, I'm just going to share what we created, guys, okay, is I created this cool little, or my development team did, this cool little thing for you guys to use that's on my screen. You literally think, right, what type of question do you want to ask? And it throws up a question. Okay, so we created this. So I'm going to ask questions on our randomizer. So I'm going to start with a question from OLSP. This is a good question that's come up with. How do you balance learning from OLSP with taking action?
How do we balance? Repeat the question, please.
So how do you balance learning from OLSP, learning what we teach, and taking action? Because obviously a lot of people only have X amount of time in a day. You don't want to be learning all the time, but you want to make sure you take the right action. How do you balance between the action and learning?
For me, I try to implement things that I learned immediately. So I take notes as you're doing trainings, and then as soon as those trainings are over, I try to apply those notes into a real life scenario.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Well, that was nice and easy. So literally, guys, like one of the best ways, a lot of people think they have to learn everything. Okay, literally think they have to learn everything before they take action. But you can literally, as soon as you learn something, put it into action. Literally there and then, do not hang back. Okay, because when you do the action, I think that's when you really learn, isn't it, Paul?
Absolutely, absolutely. And the more that, like, a lot of people, it's overwhelming, and I get it. There is a little bit of technical aspect, but the more you do, the better you get. It's completely like anything. Practice makes perfect, and the more people actually apply what they're learning, the easier it gets, and it becomes habit. Instead of having to look up how to, you just learn how to, and you know how to. It's like riding a bike.
Brilliant. I love that answer, mate. Now, the next question has come up with. The question explorers I've named it is, what was your first win inside the OLSP system?
My first win was the $7 Megalink commission.
I think that's everyone's pretty much.
Yeah, it was literally the second day. Right after I signed up, I shared something on Facebook, and I shared a post, and I remember it was I just started this money making thing. Does anybody want to check it out with me? And it was one of my best friends.
Amazing.
Yeah, let's do this.
Fantastic. And some people will be watching this thinking, wow, next day, that's crazy. But the time to your first commission, guys, for some people, it's the same day. So for some people, it can be a lot longer. The important thing is understand it works and putting in the action. I'm assuming, like, after that, when was your next commission after that, your next win after that, Paul?
It probably took about 2 weeks, honestly.
That's kind of how it goes, and that's normal, I think.
But the key is the know, like, and trust. And people, like, coaches say it constantly, and it's real. It's true. Once you earn somebody's trust, they get to know you, they like you, then you earn the trust. Then you'll become a partner with them. It's not, for me, it's not about selling anything. It's about partnering with everybody.
I like that. So it's about partnering with everyone. Exactly. I think too many people, maybe this is from the olden days. Now, in fact, some of the new stuff, as more marketers look at going viral, all they care about is getting the link out to as many people as possible and hitting luck, is what it seems like the way a lot of people teach. Whereas but I believe it's about connecting with people properly, making sure you can help them, make sure you're offering them the right thing, because then when you feel like you're helping rather than just spamming. What are your thoughts on that, mate?
I absolutely agree. I know this kind of goes against some of the principles that OLSP teaches. I personally don't message people that I don't know. I will get to know them in a conversation, in a thread, or I'll put up a comment in a group and I'll let them comment, and we will comment back and forth 4 or 5, 6 times, and then I'll ask, would you mind if I send you a message? I open the door way before I just cold DM people, because a lot of people get, anybody that's in a Make Money Online group, they get tons of DMs from all kinds of people. And if the more people do that, the more their DMs land in the spam box. A lot of people don't even know that there's the secondary message box. So to stay out of that secondary message box is to build a relationship and a rapport, so the algorithm actually makes it look like you have that. And once you send the message, if they don't get it and it does go in their spam box, you already have that conversation going, so you can establish, hey, I sent you the message, send me a message so we can connect. And that opens the door on both sides. That Facebook algorithm can be tricky to work with sometimes, but it's not hard to get around once you figure it out.
Yeah, spot on. The way I think of messages, I don't think of messages as a DM thing or as a getting to know people thing. All I see the messenger system is as a way of affecting the algorithm. That's it. Because the more you get in the DMs, the more they're going to see of your posts, guys. Like, this is the way I see DMs.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is absolutely true.
It's the biggest indicator, I think, for showing each other's posts. So we're going to go to the roulette. I'm loving this roulette thing. I'm gonna show everyone the next question. So I'm going to go to our new little app and click next question. What question category should I choose, guys, on the screen? I'm going to let you guys decide, and we're going to let a random question come up. So we've only done 2 questions so far. Exactly. I realised the guys couldn't hear you then, but exactly, like, normally I have no questions. Normally I go with the flow, okay? Content marketing. Let's click the question on that. So the question is, what's your process for creating content that converts?
Ooh, number one, I'd just be real, be authentic. I try to stay away from ChatGPT or AI. If I use it, I come up with what I want to say, and then I'll just ask a simple prompt and ask the AI engine, can you please reformat this so it sounds more professional, or it sounds more, global in a lot of aspects. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't sound like necessarily my dialect and my accent and the way that I talk around my social circle. So not using, making sure everything starts with authenticity.
Bloody tastic, Paul.
And then once you have the authenticity, not spamming, learning, like being strategic about different types of posts, picture posts, text posts, video posts, reels, and spacing them out. So you're not putting 30 things in a 2-hour block and then leaving the rest of the day open. You do need to scatter things out for the algorithm to really pick up what you're putting down. So,
fantastic. There's something you mentioned that I want to delve into, guys, okay? People think, and I've said this a lot lately because I want to drill this into people's heads, Paul. People think other people buy from results or authority, okay? That's not what people buy into. They buy from understanding and authenticity. This is what makes people buy, guys. Understanding is the most powerful tool most of you have got, including me. I always try and tie it into a story of understanding and authenticity. And here's the thing that Paul mentioned. AI cannot create your authenticity. AI is a tool to help you move quicker, faster, and automate things. It's not going to replace you. Okay, you don't want it to replace you, guys, because otherwise, in a few years, it's going to be a weird world where AI, speak to AI, and it's automatic selling and buying. It's not the way things are going to go short term. Long term, I think it's going to go that way. But be authentically you. Whether you like you or not, you think you're good or not, be authentically you. So I'm going to go to mindset because people are saying a lot about mindset. We're going to do 2 questions on mindset from the Lucky Dip. Oh, this is a good one. How do you stay focused in a world full of distractions?
Oh, that's tough. That's really tough.
That's a good
one.
one.
Honestly, like I find myself getting off track often, way too often. I've got in my studio room, I have multiple monitors. I have 4 different computer stations in here.
4?
So it's really, yeah, because I
4?
podcast. So I have other people that'll come over and we physically will do a podcast with everybody in the same room. I haven't done one in a while, but I'm getting back into it, and I can't wait to turn it into some more business aspect stuff. But to stay focused, it's so easy if I've got something going on one monitor and something else going on the other monitor. A lot of times I just have to turn the monitor off. Or if I start finding myself getting too distracted, I'll get up and I'll walk around for a while. I'll completely do something physical to get my blood moving in a different way, and then I can reset and laser focus on the task that I need to finish. I use Google Docs constantly. And there's people in chat that are on my team, and they know how much I push. Put it in a Google Doc, so you always have your checklist. Checklists are huge to me. So I want to make sure that I get one task done before I move on to the other. If I don't keep it organized with the checklist, I'm never going to get anything done.
Fantastic answer. I'm going to give a little tip as well, guys. The number one thing to stay focused in a world of distractions is looking after your health. This is something I've realised in the last 3 years. Literally now, I think people think I'm on speed. Like, literally, people think that I am getting that much work done since I really started looking after my health. So when you don't look after your health, your dopamine becomes the driver of your actions, guys. And when you're reliant on getting dopamine hits, you go to social media, you go to Instagram, you go to all this stuff that you shouldn't be doing. But when your health's high and your brain is on fire because of your health, like I do not worry about focus. I could literally work full focus 15-hour days at the minute, because my goal is that big. Okay, so slightly different answer, but your health and having that in check is the biggest thing. I don't work from checklists, Paul. I do not work I don't work from checklists.
No?
I'm going to tell you how I work. Sam Ovens, the owner of school, he had a coaching program called Consult.com, I think, a fair few years ago. I used to watch a lot of his videos. And he said he doesn't rely on checklists. And I'm like, what? And he's like, all I do is wake up in the morning and think, what's the top 3 things I need to work on? He works on those. If he doesn't get them done, the next day he wakes up and he's like, what's the top 3 things I need to work on? And because I think that everyone gets decision fatigue. I think that's a thing. And when you've got too many things to do, it actually stops you taking action. So I always look at the big drivers, the big things that I can be doing, and I focus on those. If you've got 900 things to do, you can't have 900 big moves. You just can't. What are the big things I need to work on? If it's Facebook, that's what you work on. Okay, so that's the way I work. Plus, I kind of know what I'm doing. I've done it for so long, it just gets a bit boring having a tick list. But I think you find out not a question from the thing, but I think you find out what works for you. So you've found what worked for you. I found what worked for me. I think that's a big thing. So, go on, Paul, you're going to say something then astounding. You're going to amaze everyone with your knowledge and your disco lights.
Well, that's one of the most beautiful things about this business is that everybody can find their own way. And once you carve your own path, then you create the dirt road. And after you create the dirt road, you can lay gravel on top. And eventually you can pave it. But it does not have to be the same road that somebody else took.
I love that. I think that's the beautiful thing about this game, guys. Like, and Paul, everyone's looking for do A, do B equals C, and C is cash. That's what everyone thinks. But it's not. It's about finding your own rhythm, finding your own creativity around these basic rules and methods. And making it your own. And then when you make it your own, your authenticity comes out, your personality comes out, and that's what people become to know, like, and trust. It's kind of weird how it works. Weird how this game works. So I'm gonna do the question. Next question is gonna be we'll do another minds. No, we'll do affiliate marketing question. Let's try that. That's a bit of a strange question, but I'm going to ask it. What's the most unexpected affiliate commission you've ever earned? worst thing is I made these questions up. Like, strange question. What a weird question.
I was so years ago when I first started doing affiliate marketing, and I was joining like JV Zoo and all of the networks to promote. There was one that I joined because I ended up writing a book. One of the guests that you had, or one of the trainings that we had not long ago, was a fella that was showing how you can use AI to put together an ebook, put it on Amazon, and sell it. I did that a while ago, and I was inspired to do that because I joined an affiliate program that was for men's health supplements. And a lot of it was, you get into a certain age as a man, and there's things that slow down, and there's supplements you could take to make them speed up. We won't go into detail, but I completely forgot that I set up a promotional funnel to promote a man's supplement. And 7 months after I didn't even touch it. I didn't do anything with it. I was just trying to dabble with it, and I got a few sales. I got some money deposited in my account. And so I was like, what is this from? And I looked it up, and I couldn't believe that I had even done that. At that point, I was just trying everything I could try because I wasn't making any money. So 7 months after I put some promotion out on a male enhancement supplement, I got a couple commissions, and then I closed that account because I didn't want to be affiliated with that anymore. That was weird.
Nice.
That was definitely weird.
Well, there you go. That is unexpected, mate. Let's have a look at the next question.
You ask for sometimes, I guess.
Yes. So I'm going to hit the getting started question, because a lot of people we got 56 people on here at the minute, and a lot of them think they're getting started. Some people have been doing this years, and they're still think they're new. So let's have a look at the getting started question. This is a fantastic question. This one is epic. What was your biggest fear when you started out, and was it justified? What a fantastic question.
The biggest fear?
When you started out, and was it justified?
I'm going to say my biggest fear was the same fear that I think so many people need to get over, and that's what are my peers? What are my family and friends going to think about me? And was it justified? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I learned after worrying and trying to hide behind the scenes and create extra profiles and, worrying about people saying, oh, you're involved in pyramid schemes and, anything negative that somebody can use against you. Once I got past caring what people thought in a negative manner, that's when I started making money. So once I got past that fear of what do they think about me, or I guess it was more, I stopped caring what other people's opinions were because I started believing in myself.
I love that. This is a big lesson, guys. This is one of the biggest lessons. It comes from, I think, Paul, when we used to live in caves, and we were afraid of going outside the cave in case there was dinosaurs and Tyrannosaurus Rex or Donna with her pom-poms sitting outside ready to just eat you. And Jesse with dreadlocks. Yeah, Jesse with her dreadlocks. There was just people, we were, it's designed to keep us living in fear almost, and question everything. There is no, well, there is still Donna, I'm afraid, but there's no dinosaurs out there. And I kind of lost, like, a lot of you, like, I've done live events. Some of you guys have been there. I was so scared. I was like a rabbit in headlights, but I did it anyway because I feel the fear and do it anyway. So that's a big and a great answer there, Paul. So we're going to do the next question because I'm enjoying this. Next question, I'm going to go on getting started again. Okay, so we've answered that one, so I'm going to do another one. How did you find your first customer? You already said it was your best friend. Okay, interesting question. Okay, what's one thing that's easier than you thought it would be about running a business?
About running a business?
Yeah, what was easier about running a business? So a lot of the time it seems harder, but what was easier?
Boy, that's tough because I started I started running a business when I was 14, so that was a long time ago.
So getting old was obviously easier than you thought. Getting older.
Getting older was definitely easier than I thought. I'm gonna say doing it, because I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and you're nervous and you build all of these nerves and questions in your mind and doubts in yourself, but then you do it and you realize, man, that was not hard at all. So I'm gonna say doing it is the one thing that was easier than I thought it was gonna be.
Fantastic. I think that's the case for most people. Most people, it's kind of strange. People are, I'm working 10 hours a day, and I think what they work. So you go and look at the Facebook or the Instagram or the emails and everything. I'm like, what are they actually working on for 8 hours a day? What are they actually doing? And a lot of the time they're stuck thinking they're doing. They're not actually doing the things that move the needle. And when they do the things that move the needle and things to them, they're actually like, this is actually easier than what I thought, because it is. It's kind of weird, isn't it? There's like something holding people back all of the time, and it's them normally.
It's them. It's excuses, or they're worried. What are my family gonna think? What are my friends gonna think? What if I can't do it? Stop with the what ifs and just do. Once you put your feet in the water, you realize it's not that cold. Dive in. And when you're surrounded by people that want to help you. Helponomics is a real thing. So there's no reason not to.
There's a new T-shirt slogan coming out. It's called "Stop with the what ifs and just do." Instead of Night Air, it's going to be Nick Air. Fantastic.
That's funny because Nike is in my backyard. You know that, right? Like, it's a few miles away from my house.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not far.
Fantastic. So you need to get them to make a new T-shirt. If not, I'm going to stop with the what ifs and just do. I love that. So we're going to ask one more question, guys. This has been brilliant. I'm going to do surprise me random category. Okay. I'm gonna do a different one.
Tell me they're popping up because you think it's just too simple, because it's Paul Hammond on the live.
So
you don't want to give me anything easy.
Okay, this is interesting. I want to see how you answer this one. This is an interesting question. This is really interesting. What's the biggest opportunity in online business right now?
The first thing that comes to my mind is OLSP.
Okay.
Because it's such a low price point to get started. There's training that you can learn and tools that you can actually get access to before you even spend the $7 to get your Mega Link. But then you spend the $7 to get your Mega Link, and it opens an entire world of opportunity. And once you use that, and this is what people don't understand. They think I just don't want $7 commissions for the rest of my life. No, you use your Mega Link until you get to a point where then you can level up, and that's when things really snowball. I went from a few $100s to a few $1,000s after I decided to level up to Team Builder. That's
the thing, mate. That's the thing. Most people think I've got to upgrade. You haven't, but normally when people upgrade, things change because they change.
Absolutely, man. So the opportunity question is, just dive in, pay attention. The training is the opportunity. I haven't seen any platform. I am involved in some other endeavors. I have been for years, but the training and the upgrades and the constant developing new tools, that doesn't happen with any other system that I've seen.
I agree, but it's hard because we want to teach actual skills, and that comes into what I think the biggest opportunity is right now. I don't see it as a system or a platform. I don't see it as AI. I see it as people moving into become the producers. That's it,
absolutely,
guys.
And that's what I mean by the training.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, same thing, really. I guess.
Yeah,
same
I'm
thing.
not talking robots. I want people to be authentic. The AI thing is cool, and eventually people are going to want the authenticity, because I am so burned out from seeing AI videos and hearing the monotone AI voices. I am so tired of it.
Exactly, mate. I actually follow a big marketer, and I realised everything he does was AI. I stopped following him, so I lost trust.
Yeah.
It will. I think I think coming into the next generation, people will trust AI because it's going to be it. That's going to be it, and it's going to be more advanced than humans. I think humans will get dumber. Is what I think will happen if we lean into AI too much. So I think that creates a golden opportunity now for those that want to become producers to make serious cash. Have an AI help you be authentic, be a tool that helps you get your authenticity out there is the future. Not using AI to create a character that's not even you. I don't believe in that personally, like, because you don't want to go on camera. What if they find out who you really are? I mean, there's been an instance I was watching, Paul, online. Someone found out who the creator of the AI Academy they were in isn't who they said they were. And it's like, but that's exactly what he's teaching. Exactly what
Right.
he's teaching. So how can you throw mud at it? Like, so that people, I typed in a post, shock horror. The pretend AI character isn't the real character behind the thing. It's someone behind the AI character, like which everyone's trying to do. Like,
It's the Wizard of Oz.
yeah, which is crazy. Anyway, we're going to leave it on one final question, and that's going to be one not about hair, dreadlocks, shampoo, skin, or in the comments. So I'm going to put it out to you guys to ask the final question, guys, to ask Paul. It's been a fantastic. We've got 60 people on it, mate, which is really good. Okay, so I want to put it out to you guys to ask a question. I want it to be well thought out, guys. I want it to be a question that really changes things for you, that makes you think, okay, that helps everyone watching. So I'm going to put it out. There's a 20-second lag, so I've got to make this little bit last while we wait for the question. Okay.
I've been trying to pay attention to chat too. This is cool. This is fun.
ChatGPT is the best. ChatGPT isn't the best, but that's debatable. There's so many AIs out there. It's nuts.
I've been using Google Gemini AI a lot more lately.
I'm actually I'm not going to go into what I use, but I use 5 at the minute. So let me
Facebook. I'll use Meta AI because it's Facebook's engine. So
well, this is the crazy thing. This is the crazy thing. Good, some questions coming in. The crazy thing is they're building a new AI data center the size of Manhattan Island. What the hell is going on? How crazy is the world going to become? So the questions coming in. A big one from Olga J. What is your big why that makes you unstoppable at what you do? I love that question.
Oh,
That's
what is your
question.
big why that makes you unstoppable at what you do? Because I want better. I want better today than I had yesterday, and tomorrow I'm going to want better than I had today. Perfect. That is my big why.
Perfect. I'm going to tell you what my big why, Paul, to be better than what I was yesterday.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I truly want. There's nothing like that self improvement pursuit, like being the person you think you can become.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Every single day, I want to be better than yesterday.
Fantastic, and I love what you're becoming, mate. And it's great to have you on. I've really enjoyed it. I want you to leave everyone with a mind-blowing piece of advice, mate. Leave them with one sentence, one paragraph to blow their mind.
If I was going to pick one thing that is the most important to me, do not care what other people think about you. That's it. Your mom, your dad, your best friend, your brother, your sister, they could be as negative as they want to, but they're not the ones that are paying your bills. So stop listening to the negativity, because this is a golden opportunity, and this is it's a golden time to take advantage of this opportunity. There's so much fluff. There's so many fake things out there, so many shiny objects, but this object is the real one. So you stay plugged in, stay focused, and don't believe the hype.
Fantastic. Paul, I have thoroughly enjoyed that, mate. It's lovely to have you on. And guys, thanks for jumping in. If you're on the challenge, we're going live again tomorrow. Be there or be square. And brilliant, Paul. I've absolutely enjoyed that, and I'm jealous of your disco lights.
I was a DJ for 30 years. So what? Well, watch this. Ziggy, turn the studio lights to blue. I can talk to them.
You can talk to the lights or Ziggy?
Ziggy controls the lights. Ziggy, studio lights 100%.
Got it.
Oh, I have the disco lights on, but so Ziggy, studio lights red.
Okay.
That's pretty
So
cool.
it changes the hue of the entire room.
Really? That's insane. I love that. I'm thinking of something really funny to ask Ziggy right now. Shout it out loud so it does it.
Oh, yeah, it's connected to my soundboard. Be careful what you say.
Ziggy, disco lights on.
Studio lights.
No, on disco. I want disco. I want...
Red, blue, and green.
There we go. Fantastic. Okay, guys, that has been awesome. Thanks, Paul, very much. Thanks, everyone, for jumping on for an amazing hot